Hello, everybody. Thank you for listening to The Fate of Isen. This is Book 2, Episode 23, Rescue. This episode was live streamed on our Twitch channel on Wednesday, the 19th of July, 2023. If you want to watch our adventures live and take part in the chat while you're at it, make sure you're following us over at twitch.tv/Fate of Isen so you don't miss out. And if you need to get new dice, because, you know, of course you do, who doesn't need to get new dice, make sure that you head on over to our partners, fanrolldice.com, and use the promo code Fate of Isen, no spaces, to get 10% off your entire order. And here's the recap. Last time, the Sidebars left Lakeside on their fancy wagon, not leaving anything unresolved, and began their journey east towards Dexter's old monastery in Tilholm. They got to know each other a little better, thanks to moi, by trading stories about their respective pasts before coming across a band of strange, weird, nerdy traveling performers. One of the performers, a school friend of Bardley's named Cup.
My oldest and dearest friend.
Yes, of course, had recently been captured by a monster, and the Sidebars offered to help get him back.
Let's bring it back to Isen. So where did we leave our players? We left them in and around a lightly wooded area with a cave in a small hill, and in said cave is a small man who is struggling, playing some kind of broken, terrible sounding accordion to two large beasts with a very puzzled, shocked, confused look on his face, because standing in front of the cave opening right now, ready to play, is Bardley, been drawn attention to already because Dexter stood on a rather large log and really spoiled that whole stealth approach. And currently, Granny and Hamlet know nothing really about this because they're slightly further back in the lightly wooded area, because the whole plan was just go up there and have a look and tell us what's happening and then come back and get us. So that didn't really happen. So I guess roll initiative is what's about to happen. Yes, I know that you've played, and yes, I know that's happening. But let's get initiative out of the way, so we can still have a course of action here.
19.
15.
12.
Cool.
Natural 20, is that good?
I mean, it is.
I have unticked my unspent inspiration and then ticked it again.
Make you feel better?
Never bloody use it. Just mal. Oh, can I
have his
pass
inspiration?
It on? No.
You can actually share inspiration. Inspiration can be shared. So if you find that somebody is in a spot of bother and you feel like passing over yours.
Do you have to justify it narratively? Like, do you have to be like, hey,
I mean, you could try.
I felt real good after reading this book. You should give it a read at some point.
Or like a cheer.
Yeah.
Go team, you can do it, try again.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't feel like I could do this, but now I do.
Somebody's been watching our stream from a few weeks ago.
That's always my go-to. Give a little cheer. It kind of gives Kim Possible vibes, and anything's possible with Kim Possible.
So true.
She literally a babe. Her and Shigo, oh my gosh.
Actually, I'm kind of channeling. Yeah. All right, so the music rings out into this cave, and it sort of distracts them enough that they pause from playing with their friend who they're trying to eat this carcass on the ground, and they're just kind of making noises at each other for them to sort of pad like a little in your direction, right? They aren't running at you, they aren't trying to claw you right now, they aren't like roaring at you, but they are crazy wild beasts, right? So this isn't enough.
Surely, truly 'twas music that tamed the beast.
Yes. So you see this happen and you're like, okay, well, I've got their attention and they're not attacking me right now. but that's all that kind
Cool.
of does.
Yeah.
You know? They don't seem like angry, they seem kind of like, what's
Okay.
this?
Yeah,
You know?
I'm talking
Yeah.
with animals. I'm Elijah Thornberry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It isn't your go
No,
right now.
I'm looking to see if there's anything I can do when I
yes.
can. But yes, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So Dexter, you're up.
Okay, annoying questions to get the theater of the mind going. How far am I away from the kitty cats? How far am I away from my bard friend? And how far
So
away
you
from
were
my
kind
bard
of
friend's friend?
sneaking. Yeah, so you were kind of sneaking up around the hill. So you were sort of around the side of this hill. You'd seen Bardley step out into a cave opening and seemingly like play an instrument, and do like be kind of trying to converse or something with something inside the cave. But you can't quite see enough of the cave entrance. But you're not very far away, so you could spend your movement going around there to see what Bardley is talking to. Playing for.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
40 feet of movement because, as we know,
Yeah.
monks are fast.
Yeah, so that would get you to the entrance so you can have a look at the scene yourself.
I will go up to the entrance because I've given up on stealth. What has it ever done for me?
You're dragging like a tree trunk with you and you manage to shake it off your foot, you know?
Get out of here, man.
Yeah. So you do that, you kind of stroll over to the entrance where you see these two giant cat-like creatures with these wings that are folded down against their backs right now, and their tails look like spiked clubs almost, you know, as they're sort of twitching around, and their paws have these giant claws hanging out of them that they're sort of just patting lightly on the ground right now, you know. But two of these with this small figure hunched in the back with a ratty-looking accordion and a carcass in front of him.
Okay, and so you're saying they don't look particularly hostile at the moment?
Currently? Yeah.
Okay, because I can use my action to dash. I'm not a rogue. I feel like it's an action. So if with 40 feet, can I scoop up Cup and get like a reasonable distance away, or would that be my movement to go and scoop?
Yeah, so you would go inside this cave, and it's not as easy as just scooping, right? He is surrounded by these creatures. Like, it'd be hard to get to him.
Oh, I see. The creatures haven't wandered that far away.
But they're like moving forward slowly, but this isn't a huge cave or anything, so they'd be right in the way of you trying to get past. So you would essentially be close enough to these creatures to trigger if they were going to attack. Probably they would, you know, because you'd be right there next to them.
And how far am I away from the creatures now?
So in their cave entrance, about 20 feet.
20 feet away at the moment. Screw it, I choose violence. I'm gonna draw out a dart and throw it at one of the creature's eyes.
Okay.
I had darts this whole time, but I very rarely
You
do
did?
range
You had
attacks.
darts?
I love that band.
Yo, chuck us one.
Lawn darts?
No, I need them for violence. There's a 15 to hit.
15 to hit. And it hits.
Whoop. It is 1d4 plus 3. That is 4 points of damage.
Nice. Tell me something distinguishing about the creature that you're attacking. Is there like a different color about this thing? Is there something, you know, that makes it easy to tell them apart?
I'm gonna say it's nothing
Not-
to do with the creature's color. Let me be very clear.
Like, is its fur stripy or spotted or like, you know, like something like that makes it easier to tell
Has
He
them
had a
one
big
got
apart.
3
scar in
legs?
his eye where someone had thrown a dart. in
No, one does not have
Does
3
one of them
legs.
have a bug wing and can't fly?
No.
I'm gonna say one of them has the same, like fur the same brown as the leather that Mr. Kane, from my backstory, the bastard guy, used to wear, and then that's They're real. They really
And that makes you mad.
That gets Dexter heated. He does not like that, and just subconsciously that he might have to work out in therapy later. Throws a dart at that one.
It's like, I want you to know too, like during your turn, there's like a soft whisper coming from where you've sheathed your pottery sword thing. You don't really make out words, but it sounded a little like something, and something sort of like, it's hard to explain, but like you felt like almost a connection there or something, you know, like when you would, if you've attuned to a magic item, like you sort of feel and aware of its connection with you now. It's like chosen you, or you've chosen it, or whatever. You have to spend time when you're attuning with magic things, right, before they kind of get on your vibe. So there's like a moment where you feel like you nearly understood something, or like something was kind of almost connected there, but then no, you must be making it up because it's just trails off.
Seems like I've got to have a sidebar with my own weapon. Who knew it would come to this?
Yeah. And that brings us to Hamlet.
Well, Granny, this is quite a trek, isn't it? We're going up this hill.
Oh, yes, being in nature is very important. I love the smell, the sound of the trees and the wind. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
It is a gorgeous morning. I hope we don't encounter anything dangerous. Are we aware of what's happening here?
It's it's all natural. Nature cannot harm you, and I would love for us to turn a corner.
You know, nature and I have quite the love-hate relation. Whoa!
Yeah, so are you, because genuine question, are you hanging back in the forest waiting for them to come to you, or are you like, they're taking a while and then you hear a piece of music?
Oh, did we intentionally ask to hang back?
Oh, would be great if we made notes, didn't we?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, just
I
like,
think
it's been a
we'll
while
probably
since
head
they
up.
left.
Yeah, so you could get closer to the entrance of this cave, probably not see into it, but you can see now two figures standing outside it, right? And Dexter looks like he just throws something into the cave suddenly. And Bardley is looking quite hopefully while there's like music being played, you know, like it's that kind of vibe. You're like, still not entirely sure what's going on, but Dexter clearly threw something.
Not sure how
in
hopeful I look after I see one of them get stabbed in the eye.
Yeah, a little bit like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah.
He did what?
Oh dear. Always getting himself into trouble.
and he is not associated with me, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Any actions I was own and are not indicative of the attitudes of my representation.
Yeah, toxic gossip. Anyway,
Yeah, so you can probably spend your movement walking that far and seeing that. So you would have to, like, if you wanted to run over there and be involved, that would probably
That would be
take,
my turn.
you know, your action.
No, my little ones, and I ran.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think I'm gonna take the dash and run over.
Yeah. So you see the scene in front of you. Chance to be a hero, you know?
Yeah.
Any bonus actions from Hamlet at this point?
Not currently. I'm gonna yell, "A fight without Hamlet," and then run over.
I like that it was a fight. I don't know. I like that it was a question. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, which brings us to Mr. Brownfur, who is not a fan of receiving a dart in the eye, surprisingly.
What? No way.
What? No way! And he runs at you like full paws, just and makes it right to the entrance. Everybody's like seeing this thing like galloping towards you, galloping like a horse, but you know what I mean. It's quite a large creature, so it's all galumphing towards you with
like
its
a
paws
jabberwock.
outstretched. And it gets to Dexter, and it has its mouth outstretched and just gets close enough to you to tear a chunk out of you with its bite, or it's hoping to. How is a 16?
That does indeed hit.
All right, so 7 piercing damage from the bite, and it has 2 claws. Ooh, so I got a 14 and a 9.
Neither hit.
All right, yeah. So this bite strikes down, and as it like tries to claw you, you manage to quickly, dexterously get out of the way of that claws as you see that come through.
He's a hungry boy.
He is a hungry boy. All right, so Bardley, you're up. Yeah, you see this happen. You're looking back at the other one that's still kind of standing there.
They're not humanoid, are they? They don't count.
No, these guys are monstrosities.
Beastie boys. Okay, I guess...
You've gotta fight.
Yeah,
For your right.
To throw hands. Okay, let's see. I'm going to cast Thunderclap, which is a Constitution saving throw from them. For both of them.
Excellent.
Probably.
One of them's right up in your face, so seems likely.
Yeah, it's
And
100 feet, so if they're both within 100 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, one of them gets a 15, and the other one gets an 8.
Okay, one succeeds and one fails.
Nice.
And the 8 gets 2 damage. Woo! Big blows, 2 thunderclap damage. Take that.
Yeah, so you point this, what does this look like as because you've got like an instrument in your hands, and how are you casting this?
You know, we will rock you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thunderclap.
On the clap, yeah. As the clap kind of connects in the hands, this like force wave comes out. Somehow you manage to, is it save? Save negates? Yeah. So somehow you manage to like miss the manticore that's biting on Dexter right now. But you get the one at the back in the cave. And your friend Cup rolls a 1, so also takes the damage. So Cup kind of gets knocked on his butt, and sort of sits back down again. The accordion.
Sorry,
sort
buddy. Maybe that's some kind of aggression for something. I don't know. I'll have to work that out in therapy later. Brockflower, can you tell me your? Oh wait. Who needed to go to therapy? We all do, probably.
Assuming I have a therapist.
I was assuming you said a memorable thing, so if anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Rich
a compliment.
kid. Kind of makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did have a child therapist. Yes.
Just
Your
stop
therapist was
in
a
the
child?
street and-
Yeah, you should try a
Yes.
therapist as an adult.
So I was like, boy!
They were very mean to me as well.
Why
It was
am
not
I
very nice.
failing at all my relationships?
Granny.
your parents.
Yeah. So Granny, your movement obviously does the same thing. So you move up far enough to see in the cave, and then you can dash the rest of the way as an action if you want to dash.
Yeah, I will dash and I will scoop up some. No, I'm gonna dash and cast Shillelagh on my wooden spoon. So I'll dash with the spoon raised, and the spoon is crackling with energy, and I will shout, "Fear not, my sweet, sweet companions! I'm here! Granny's here!"
I just picture Big Granny being so excited she's finally found herself in the middle of one of her stories, like, and it's time to get some Granny on this, Yeah, I love it. All right, which brings us to our second friend, the Manticore.
Friend.
Well, my friend, back in the cave, who comes out running at Bardley. So now you've sort of got, because you're standing on the edges of this cave face, so you've got 2 manticore right in the cave entrance. But that means they have left Cup alone back there, so could be better. But yeah, you've got 2 of them like right there in your faces now. And he got a 4 on the first one, which I assume is not going to hit. He gets so he misses with his bite, but his claws, an 18 and a 10. 18 and a 10. So one of them, maybe?
Yeah, one of them.
Yep. So one of them slashes at you and just manages to catch you, doing 6 slashing damage. And now you've got them both right there. Dexter, you're up.
I do not like these things, but that is not going to be news to anyone listening. Am I able to kind of skirt around the manticore so I'm between it and where Cup is in the cave?
That would be trying to get past them. You would incur an attack of opportunity.
What? Are they both within 5 feet of me? Or can I...
Oh, they're just taking up the entrance, so there's no way to get around them.
Ah.
So, I mean, you can try and squeeze around them, but either way you go, you'll get an attack.
I have an idea.
Is it kill them and then go around them that way?
Yes. How did you know?
Oh my god.
Try get them to the edge, if you can.
The edge of the cave?
The edge of the cliff.
Oh.
Are we on a cliff?
No.
Oh, okay. I must have heard the edge
I was
of the
gonna say,
cave.
I was like-
this isn't me just like missing something.
Also, they have wings.
Because this
Oh, you're
this
right.
cave is set kind of...
Right.
So even if
manticore.
there was...
No, but this cave is set kind of like in a small hill,
Right.
which sort of goes down and into the ground. So it's like in a lightly wooded area,
I
sort of
have
in a
no
grassy
plan.
field, but there's like a hump. Yeah,
Neither.
I love it.
I'm
I
gonna...
love it though. I was like, is there
I
a
thought you said
cliff?
cliff.
I feel like
Oh
if
my
you
gosh.
I was hoping
My
for
bad.
there is now.
I must have heard edge of the cave and misheard it as edge of the cliff.
I would. You know what it was? I was just triggered a little bit because I was like, please don't make this another Marley pushing all the wolf puppies off the cliff. I was like, why did I set that up? Why?
Mufasa.
Are there manticore puppies?
I'm gonna...
That would be cute.
Not if we kill them. If we kill the manticores, there'll be no chance of puppies.
Well, if we kill the
can I
parents,
make
then we
it-
can't let the little babies go free, because then they'll become a little manacle Batman
we
and
should
hunt us down.
Adopt them and make them the Luthers.
We'll train
cool.
them. We'll send them
That
to
is
Ra's
kind
al
of cool,
Ghul.
though. Manticore Batman.
Work
Okay,
that well for
Manticore
the
Cinematic
Starks.
Universe aside, can I make an attack, please? For the
Yes,
for the love of God.
Please,
For the love
please,
of Brad.
I encourage you. For the love of Brad, yes.
For the love of Brad. That is another natural 20. I don't know what's happening to my dice.
I mean, I'm impressed. Are you still attacking Mr. Brown Fur? And then you need to do double damage, so you can either roll 2 sets of dice, or you can roll your dice once and times it by 2.
I
Your
have
choice.
rolled 2 sets of dice.
Cool.
And so that is 14 points of magical slashing damage. Why am I saying
Nice.
it like this? And
Because you're in the mood to. That's the most damage that's been done so far, so well done.
hey, and as a bonus action, oof, I really do not like these things. I'm gonna spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Nice.
To do 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. That is 15 and 18. I'm gonna presume they both hit.
Yes.
And so if it's an unarmed strike, I still have my modifier. So that is 6 and 5, 11 further points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Dexter is going to town on this manticore. Alright, Hamlet, you run up on this action. You see Dexter just punching this manticore in front of him.
I would also like to go to town on this manticore. I'm going to take out my greatsword, my new fancy green glowing greatsword, and
love it.
charge the one that Dexter is attacking, and try and swipe at its torso, I guess. Would you call it a torso or body? I'm gonna
Yeah,
swipe at its body.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's got a
And its
cat-like
trunk.
body, like a lion-like body.
I also want to point out that I think it's funny Dexter made a big deal about not wanting to refer to the color of the manticore's skin, and now we're calling it Mr. Brown Skin.
Brown fur.
That's true.
Brown fur,
Yeah.
my bad. That's a 14?
14 hits.
Yeah, baby. Okay. That is 11 points of damage. I would also like to use goading attack. So expend.
Tell everybody what that is.
So that is when you hit with a weapon, you can expend one superiority dice to add the total damage to. Add the total to the damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 13. On a failure, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against other targets until the end of your next turn.
Okay, well, I rolled a 4. I'm rolling like garbage today.
It is goaded. Goaded with the sauce.
It is goaded.
All right.
Okay, so he's disadvantaged for anybody except Hamlet.
So it takes. Damn. All right, that's another 1 damage though. So that's cool. That's
Okay.
12 points of damage to this guy.
Hey, damage is damage.
How is he looking?
Yeah, I mean, he looks pretty hurt,
All right.
but he's still up.
I'm
He's still on his 4 feet.
Looks like he just
I'm gonna
took one
use-
His wings are
sweet
flapping a bit.
well. Then I'm going to use. How far away is the other one?
Right next to you, basically, because from my understanding, Bardley was standing pretty much right next to Dexter, and then they're like, running at you too,
Cool.
blocking the cave entrance. So right there.
I would now like to use second wind. Not second one, sorry, my bad. Action
No.
surge.
Action surge.
That's what I want to use. I want to use action surge, and I want to try and run up the manticore's wing like a ramp.
Okay.
And then leap to the other manticore and try and stab into its back.
Damn.
Okay,
I mean,
settle down, Legolas.
I'm massively into
Someone
it.
had to say it.
I want.
You don't have
I'm-
long hair
I'm-
anymore. You don't have long hair anymore.
Yeah, we went this long without mentioning my haircut. I'm impressed.
Did anybody notice? You in the chat, did you notice?
I mean, of course they noticed, right?
Course. Surely.
I'm looking to chat right now.
That's right, Severin. You didn't even notice my haircut.
Ah,
I'm used to you changing your hair color, JD.
What would you like me to roll?
I know.
I'm numb to it by now.
Yeah, I Ramona flails my
Yeah.
hair. It's my fault.
Probably with this in acrobatics, because you're trying to sort of run up, leap, like tumble. There's a lot of acrobaticsy type words in there.
All right. Well,
Apparently, Finn looks like Katie Holmes.
Holmes is correct.
So,
Not gonna lie.
thank you. Thank you. That's it's a 9 for acrobatics.
okay. You do, but as you sort of like plunge your sword in, you just fall flat on your face and go sliding back off the manticore as well. So you manage to pull this off kind of very clumsily.
Cool.
But then you just sort of slide off it again and pretty much end up right back where you were.
All right. So I go huzzah! And do I get a hit in?
Yeah. Yeah, you still get a hit in.
Hell yeah.
If you like, yeah, hit. Yeah.
That is a 21.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good point. Forgot how the game works for a second there. All right. 21 to hit. That is 12 points of damage.
Nice. Nice. This guy looks real bad. He's like bleeding out and all these different scratch points, and yeah, he's got bruises from where he was
this
being
was
punched a lot.
This is on the other one. Sorry. So
Oh,
I want
yeah,
to run
sorry.
up and then attack the other one.
Yep, totally. You're right. Yeah, that guy has had 2 points of damage before this point. So, yeah,
Excellent.
he has a little bit of blood trickling down his side. He's not happy about it.
Take that!
And it is now the manticore with the brown fur, because you've made me feel self-conscious about it.
Let's
So
be
he now
clear here.
uses his whole name. And it's still trying to attack Dexter, but it feels a pull to, for some reason, attack this annoying person over here.
No,
somehow more annoying.
It can. It just has
I know.
disadvantage. Oh, you just do want to do that despite me. That's fun. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So it tries to do all 3 of its attacks on you, because it can do 3, 1 bite, 2 claw.
But Hamlet's wearing armor now, so it should be fine.
And my dice have on them 17, 17, and 15, and he has a +5. So my lowest is a 20.
Oh, let me check. No, that hits. That hits. Yeah.
Rip
Ouch.
Helmet, you'll be missed.
So the claws are 6 each, so that's 12 from the claws, and the bite is 7. So 19 damage all up from 3 attacks.
Okay.
As he just turns at you and he goes, "Oh yeah, wanna go?"
Okay.
He says that? They speak?
Wait, he's like a
Is that
scout.
canonical? Is that canonical? You
No.
say that they speak?
No.
That's just
All right,
that,
you
you
want
just
to go
know
then.
that if he
Actually-
could, that's what he would be saying to you.
They
Yeah.
can actually. You know what? He does. Because,
He's a real British
And they're
geezer.
yeah. He's like, "You know what? Wanna go?"
Oh my god! Oh my golly gosh!
Yeah.
Hey,
Golly gosh, that's right.
Golly
Oh
gosh.
my Brad.
Oh my Brad!
Brad, dang it.
Yeah, apparently there's some like real famous guy in Isen called Brad.
I don't think he's that famous. I think he's just a guy. From every town has
Yeah.
a Brad.
Every town has a Brad, and like things just happen, and everybody kind of blames Brad for them for happening. So it's just a really common saying is, "Oh my Brad."
Oh, Brad.
Oh, you bratted that.
Bullying Brad, part 552.
I like you bratted your pants.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah. He really thought no longer DMing the podcast he'd be safe from this kind of
If anything,
shenanigans.
we've doubled down on it.
Speaking of Brad, how's Bardley doing over there?
Not me with my whole name to bully Brad. Good. So are they in the cave entrance?
I feel like I should say, if you're listening to this as your first episode of Fate of Isen,
Why?
weird, but sure, welcome. Brad is the world creator and previous DM of Fate of Isen Book 1, and we love Brad, so it's jesting with love in
If
our
this is your
hearts,
first
just in case
episode,
that's
go
not.
back and listen to all of the other ones before now, and then you'll
Yeah, they were
understand
really
what's
good.
happening. So are the manticores both sort of in the cave entrance?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast Earth Tremor at the 2nd level.
Okay. Look out. We're shaking the ground.
We are. Well, I'm shaking the cave.
That's safe in
I
a cave.
will say, of the two, can you hit Cup and not Dexter, please?
Don't fall down the earthquake.
As much
That's
as
all
it's
I can
probably a
say.
deck save.
Please also.
It is a
It's
deck
only
save.
about 10 feet, so you can probably set it just behind them so that they're still.
I was wondering
shook
if they
from
were
it.
enough in the cave entrance that I could do it because it's bludgeoning damage. So I assume I could make the cave entrance kind of collapse in on them a little bit.
Like down
Yeah.
on them a little. Yeah, I mean, that makes
Yeah.
sense because they're large creatures, right? So they're like double the size
Exactly.
of you guys, and they're standing there and posing in these doors, and yeah. Not doors.
And I'm
cave entrance.
I'm on one of them.
Well, sort of down
Hide
the
under the
side,
wing.
slid down next to one of them. But yeah.
Yeah, what's the equivalent of stop, drop, and roll in this scenario?
That's for a fire. Make a dexterity saving throw.
That is the equivalent.
Find a doorway.
But for everybody wondering what to do in an earthquake, it is stop.
Get under the table and
Cover
hold on to
hole.
one of the
Cover
table legs.
Hold.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 7s.
It is legitimate
So
to save
that's-
yourself.
they
during
both
an
get-
earthquake.
Taken out by this then. I mean, not taken out. Hit by it. Hit by the bludgeoning damage.
Should I also roll dex?
Yeah, you'd probably be caught in that 10 foot.
So I guess you kind of get hit as well.
Yeah, judging by their face. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I get hit. I keep getting freaked out
Sorry, I
because
saw it on
the 7 on
D&D
the
Beyond.
yeah the D&D Beyond 7 looks like a 1, and I keep having a panic attack every time I see it. Like, please, dear God, please let this not be the time I die.
Yeah, I know, right?
And that one could have helped you.
Running away.
You could have turned into a puddle and escaped getting
Sure.
bludgeoned. So I
true.
rolled
Chaos isn't always bad.
8. Do you want me to do it one for both of them or individuals?
No. You're
Okay.
right. You can just roll once
Yeah.
for everybody.
So 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then
would you like to tell me what it looks like when one of these manticores dies?
big rock fall from ceiling onto head, kind of go thunk, and the manticore kind of like for a second doesn't understand what has happened to it, and then its eyes just roll up and it collapses forward.
Nice. I love it.
And then, as a bonus action,
Ooh, so fancy.
I would like to cast Healing Word towards Hamlet,
Okay.
which gives 5 health.
Not quite as much as I hurt you, but like I'm trying. You know.
Pretty much.
I know I hurt you, and we'll have to talk about it later. Nice. All right, Bardley. Good turn, Granny.
Ah,
You're up.
yes. Almost thought I'm not getting a turn. Right, Granny's. Sorry, which one collapsed? Was it the one with
The manticore with the brown fur.
Okay. So I assume the other one
With the
has
boots.
grey fur or something.
Yes.
And is blind and one-legged and has no wings, right? No. Okay.
No.
Perfect. So Granny's very excited, running with her spoon, and would like to. What position do we find Hamlet in? Is he on the ground?
Yeah, I think I'm face down on the ground, aren't I?
Yeah, probably got knocked a bit by the old earth tremor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely got
So
knocked.
even
Yeah,
if
and
it's-
you are knocked prone, so you are lying on the ground.
Only 3 damage.
Right, so I would like to. I assume there is a cloud of dust. I would like to somehow emerge from that dust, stepping onto Hamlet, and basically jump off him onto the manticore with the grey fur with my spoon raised.
I'm into it.
And they bring the spoon down onto the manticore, and then unhook my frying pan and also bring that down onto the manticore. Correct. So, so this is the first attack. Is not 20.
Nice.
The session is unhinged.
Where's the damage? Woohoo! So the manticore gets 12.
Nice.
And then the other one.
Pretty good from a wooden spoon, honestly.
Indeed, because it's a shillelagh spoon. So it's been shillelagh'd. So it's the magical spoon. And the other one is just like a straight up. Just nothing. Just a frying pan roll. Jesus, how do I roll? Sorry, it's not doing what I want. Roll! I don't understand. Can someone please roll a d20 for me?
I would roll for you.
You got a 14 plus your modifier.
14. Nah, yeah, nobody fires. Just
Fastest
straight
gun in the
14.
West.
Because
14 hits.
Okay, and
You're welcome.
you don't add your to the damage, the bonus tag, unless the modifier. Okay, cool.
like a
And
phone to the
it's an improvised weapon, so. Why is it not rolling? Oh my god, I'm sorry, just the 4 counts as free damage, sorry.
3 damage.
So it's like a spoon comes down and then that makes like a splash and like crackles and then the frying pan as well. Lies on the
And there's this beautiful moment where it looks like as you're flying through the air and you're wearing your new stripy cloak, and it's all like black and white, and you know, like you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, but like not as cool as I hoped it would be, you know. It's stripy in the right kind of way, but like in the wrong kind of way as well, you know. And you're like, you've been thinking about that for a while, and you just have this moment where everything just comes together, and there's just like this awesome flash that happens in and around you, and you feel that connection to your cloak that you're wearing, and it's like it connects in with you for that moment. Very similar to like Dexter and how he felt like he could almost hear something whispering, or almost feel that like sense of bonding moment or whatever it is, and the cloak just ripples and changes color, and it like moves into this like much more what you imagined it being, like very cultural for you, like this red and green and, you know, all of these different colored stripes, and it just like ruffles down and sits. Essentially, you now have your wee little cloak with a AC buff that you were like hoping it would be. So yeah, you've connected, you've attuned. Done a cute thing. Yeah. So yeah, you have that moment where you're like, poof, and you just feel yourself. Like you finally feel more yourself than you've ever felt before, you know? Yeah. Cool.
I'm into it. Is it
Awesome.
alive?
And it is still alive.
Ah, damn. A Bradit, sorry.
This manticore needs to have its go again. So it shakes off the stones from that had tumbled all around it, and it stands up on its feet, and then it launches itself into the air. Anybody who is standing right there will get a quick attack of opportunity as it leaves its space, which is pretty much everybody.
Make an attack.
Yeah, make it just a cheeky wee whatever you've got in your hands. You can't like switch weapons or anything like that, so it's just whatever you've got on you.
Ooh, that don't
Good
hit.
stuff. 18 from Granny.
The only one.
I got 25 to hit.
I got an 8.
No.
Not nice.
Nice.
7 damage.
Nice. 7, and I see a 6. And Bardley, what did your rapier do?
It does 7 damage.
With my 21, am I able to target one of its wings?
Yeah, you can kind of slash at it.
Yeah, with my greatsword.
Nice. Yeah, so you can kind of hear the wind whistling through this thing, and it's like struggling to get like air on you all, and doesn't get as far as it normally would be able to straight up in the air, because it can usually fly like 50 feet up in the air, but it only gets like 40 feet up. It turns around and cycles, like circles around you, and sort of like comes back and just starts firing its tail spikes at you from up in the air. Yeah.
Dots.
Yes, so Bardley for this one, 20, gets hit with a 7 piercing damage as one of these tail spikes just comes flying out. And
I have a question.
yes.
Can I react to that?
React. This is its action. It is attacking you. Yes.
Yeah, if I have a reaction, is that
Yeah.
when I'm attacked?
Perfect
Can
time.
I react now?
Yep.
Did you opportunity attack or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Good point. Thank you, Severin. Opportunity attacks and reactions use the same action. So if you have
Right.
opportunity attacks, you wouldn't be able to react in this turn. Not until you have your turn again.
Haha. Rules lawyer
Right.
strikes again.
Well, thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Sorry, that was 7 piercing damage, right?
Yes, 7 piercing as one of these spikes. And they're quite long. They sort of almost like knitting needle size just comes spiraling out of the sky and strikes you, you know. Hamlet, I rolled a 23. Oof. Yep.
Careful. Am I able to use my inspiration to get you to re-roll that? Awesome. How much damage?
7. Same again. And
That would be
I
uninspiration.
am out.
And Dexter, I just rolled
I'm on the
a
ground.
24 as your friend Hamlet next to you goes down. You also take one of these spikes from up in the air, crashing down towards you. This knitting needle
How
spike.
much do I get spiked?
Yeah, again, 7. Everybody gets 7.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it does. It's flying up there 40 feet in the air, firing its tail spikes at you. You can see now that it has less spikes, but it still has quite a few, right? Like, so obviously it can't just keep firing them forever. It's got a limited supply, but it's not looking like it wants to come down anytime soon, that's for sure. It hurts. So, back to the top. Dexter, you see your friend Hamlet just poof, go down with this, like, spike.
Oh, heck. And this thing is 40 feet up? Mm-hmm. It's pretty damn high. Is there a way I can get Hamlet and then run into the cave?
So you just want to, like, use your turn to grab Hamlet and pull him into the cave?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you could...
With the idea that this thing might not be able to spike us
Yeah, like
from...
undercover, right? Yeah, I'm following your thinking. Yeah. So you could use your whole turn to just grab him and yank him into the cave. You wouldn't be able to do anything other than that, but you can definitely do that.
I'm happy with this.
Cool. Yeah, you get him undercover so he's not able to be spiked again.
Real lackey hours.
Yeah, like real lackey service there.
Well, he's also not a ranged boy.
Yeah.
So unless somebody can launch me, there's like
Yeah.
not a great lot I can do.
And Hamlet, your first death saving throw.
Are you feeling lucky?
Plonk.
Oh, that's a success.
That's a success. Okay, 1 success. That's great news. Wonderful.
One dub.
Wonderful.
Just get a nat 20
Yeah,
next time.
totally.
so scared.
Bardley, it is your
Holy
turn.
I'm going to
This is going to be our last round, by the way. Before
throw.
we stop.
Right. I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
That is 18 to hit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You would be outside of its range, so you would have to roll disadvantage. Because
It's
it can
more than
only
20.
be thrown 20, yeah.
Sorry.
With normal.
So I roll again.
Yeah, and just take the lower.
9.
Nope. Yeah, dagger goes wild, because it's just so far up, like, you're just...
I didn't realize it was out of my
misjudge.
range.
Yeah, it's not out of your range, it's just with disadvantage, and then if it goes over 60, it's like, don't even bother. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Mantle of Inspiration.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Yeah. To grant 5 temporary hit points to everyone else around us.
So everybody
5?
just suddenly gets 5 temporary HP.
I can do it for 4 people, so yeah.
Yeah. And
Does that mean I'm back up?
the other thing that does do is immediately, if you have a reaction, so if you didn't already use it and you've had a turn since, which is Dexter and Hamlet, you can move up to your speed if you wanted to. So you can move. So essentially, Hamlet, you could get back up now.
Ooh. Or I could just keep dragging you through this cave.
Yeah, or...
I would like to
yeah,
get up.
cool. So
Okay.
you can use that to get up, basically. So then you're up, you have your full movement speed in your next turn, and you can just run. Yeah. Yeah, or whatever you want to do. Yeah.
May I equip a weapon?
Sure.
Like, could I bring out my shield?
I'll let you do that as part of the get up. So you can kind of like
Cool,
get up
thank you.
and bring your shield up. Yes, because Hamlet wasn't necessarily carrying his shield, which is why he got got.
Yep.
You fool!
I love that Brad was in
Hey,
the chat
I got-
earlier being like, isn't Hamlet's AC higher now?
Now, it says that I can grant 5 temporary HP to up to 4 creatures I can see. Does that include me?
Sure.
It would say other creatures if it didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. I'm
So
fine
I'm
with it.
also going to give myself 5 because I've got enough.
Yep.
Yay.
But can you really see yourself?
I'm very self-critical.
I mean, Hamlet's
Where do you
hair
see
is
yourself
so
in 5
shiny,
temporary hit
you
points?
can see your face in it.
It's okay, I'm self-aware.
Granny, last turn.
Oh,
for
yeah.
this episode.
Oh, we were.
Granny will
Kill it.
bend over with a little bit of a grunt.
What a way to end! Wow.
So we're just done with phrasing.
Anyway, I mean, I do not know what you mean. Pick up some stones and load them into a sling and make, basically tell them, we've got, you're magical. I haven't slept in 3 months, okay? It's fine. Like, magic yourself, magic! And then I load one and I hurl it at the manticore.
Okay. You hurl your sling.
Shoot. Okay, you had 14?
14 hits.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
Okay. There you go. That is 10. Damage. 10 damage. Woohoo. Woohoo.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I'm still working on my trash talk, alright? It's, you know, I've only been on an adventure for like 2 weeks.
Hey, if you can't say anything, sticks and stones will break bones, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Which is why I'm not using words, because...
And then
Throwing
it's
rocks.
the manticore's go again. And he can only see 2 people now, so I guess he's firing knitting needle-sized spike at the 2 of you.
I have plans for those spikes for later.
Yeah, you could have moved to the cave, but you didn't.
I mean, I still can. No, I can't. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. It's a 16 for Bardley. Does that hit you? Yeah. And it's only a 13 for Granny.
Still hits.
Yeah, so it's 7 damage each. And then who wants what? Evens odds.
Odds.
Okay. It is Granny getting hit by the 3rd one. And it definitely hits you, so another spike coming your way. So Granny takes 14, Bardley takes 7.
Oh, 14
In this
altogether.
turn.
Yeah.
14 altogether, yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
2 sevens.
And
great phonetic.
yeah, just like stabs into you, and Granny just goes, I know what I'm going to use those for. As she's
Knitting
bleeding out
needles.
everywhere. And I think that's where we're
And
going to leave our episode today. So,
And that's the
end
end
of
of
the
the
episode.
Episode.
Terrifying. Are they going to make it through while this manticore is up there firing spikes at them? Who knows what will happen? I guess you'll have to be here next week to find out.
I'm so spooked.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. It turns out Brad was right in the end of his episode. Last chat. Definitely very, very intense. Okay, so I've got some thank yous to do, but before I do my thank yous, I'd like to give my players one last time to sign off as themselves. So, JD, where can we find you on all of your socials and bits and pieces?
You can find me on Instagram under Jules Daniel and on TikTok as Jules Daniel NZ, and I just joined up to Threads because poo Twitter. I don't like that man. I don't like the Facebook man any better, but you know what? If I can spite someone, then that's a good day. Jules out.
And Kasha, where can we find you on all the socials?
You can find me on Facebook only for now. My handle will be Kasia Chargus, which you can't spell, or if it probably doesn't compute in your mind what the sound I just made. But yeah, look in there. I am on hiatus still, and it's great. It's lovely. Back to you, Jules.
I can. It's CZARGUZ. Haha.
Because you're looking at the chat.
And the Twitch stream.
Cheat.
Anyway.
And where can we find Severin on all of the socials? Where can we follow what you're up to?
I also don't like the Facebook man, but I am on Facebook at Severin Gawley Comedy Person.
Nice.
And people were trying to peer pressure me into joining TikTok.
I think you should do
Will it happen? Tune in next week.
Do it. Start a TikTok fight with me. I wanna beef with someone on TikTok. I think it'll be funny.
Nice.
We can beef.
Okay.
Definitely.
And speaking of
I need more apps to be addicted to.
beef, let's head over to find out where we can find Finn on all of the socials.
Yeah, beefy
Speaking
boy.
of beef boys.
Speaking of beef.
Hello. I'm the beef man. You can find me at Finnibin, FINNIBIN. On all social media, I use that as my handle on everything.
Cute. Okay. So now
For you,
for me or for everybody?
for convenience, for you specifically,
Thank you.
Jules.
And I know that the
Specifically.
Fadies out there really appreciate it. And speaking of Fadies,
It's not for them, but okay.
big shout out to my two favorite Fadies who really, really helped me through some rough stuff this week. I love you both very dearly. Big shout out to Amy, who is in the chat, just being the sparkly, glittery mod that she is, and Samsara, who makes us just look really beautiful on screen and makes sure our sound sounds really good. I love you two ladies. You're very special to me. But also special to me are all the people that keep the lights on in Fady HQ and make our Discord a delightful home on the internet to be. So a big shout out to Alex White Robinson, Irene Cucci, Laura Christine Goodwin, James Blyther, Sam Malcolm, Kydron Falls, Kai Dearlove, Griana Kowalczyk, Victoria and Gavin Porter, Daniel Nichols, Violet, Squish the Guy Who Doesn't Talk in an Audio-Only Podcast, Alexandra Litkites, Andrew Evans, Case the Fox, Dakota Szymanski, Fun Facts with Waffles, Aotearoa New Zealand, Jared from Indie Film Review Podcast, Ezekiel Tabarelli, The Gamatron, Kristen H, Sam Sarah, Disturbed 1NZ, Lyndon Hood, Tom Ailey, Erica Jane, Stephen Horn, Penny D from The Terrible Adventures of the Jan December Efforts Parchment Company Podcast, and also the director of Yes and Charity Stream, Aaron Gilgren, Robin McLean, Mahiko, and Ippa. Thank you so much, everybody, for your amazing donations. Thank you for helping us do what we love to do every second Wednesday, and bring Isen to your ear holes every Wednesday, if you watch the stream and then listen to it come out again when we do different stuff that you don't get to see during the stream. How exciting. All right. With that, I think we're done, crew. So let's get out of here. E no hora, ka kite ano, aloha nui. Goodbye. We love you loads. See you again soon.
Anyway.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Dobranoc.
Bye. Oh gosh, boy howdy, was that a crazy, random, epic adventure time. First, Hamlet almost dies, and then Granny gets stabbed twice? What's going on? Will our heroes prevail? Who's to say? But that's it for this episode. Don't forget to review us on Apple Podcasts, whatever that is, or however you're listening to this. Or just share it with a friend. Or just follow us on social media. Those are all at Fate of Isen. Or you can become a patron at patreon.com/Fate of Isen, where for as little as $1 a month, you can support the show, join our exclusive Discord server, and get access to some sweet bonus content and rewards. Ka kite, Bardley out. Mic drop. Done. Over.